Okay, let's be honest here. Surely Bardock and Gine should have saw this one coming. Hey guys, DB Rye here, and today I'm going to be continuing with a what if that I actually concluded about a few weeks ago. But thank you Jimmy Stetton for pointing this out and actually giving us a bit of a storyline so we can actually continue this what if, because yes, sometimes I do overlook things. And well, which what if is this? It is, what if Frieza spared Bardock? And well, I know this is one of the less popular what ifs on this channel, but I do know there are a fair few of you who still enjoy it, so why not? I'm game to continue it. And I did say I would continue it if we did find grounds to continue it. Alright, so without further ado, let's get started. It is now peacetime back on planet Earth. Gine, along with Kakarot, Bardock, the rest of her family, and, of course, the rest of Bardock's crew, Nappa and Vegeta also, and the rest of the Dragon Team have now returned home after successfully, once and for all, destroying Lord Frieza and ending his reign of tyranny. And, well, things have begun to settle quite peacefully for the Saiyans lately. Most of them have been since housed in Capsule Corp, and well, those who really didn't want to impose on Bulma and her family basically took some dino caps with some capsule houses and have more or less begun settling at Mount Palzu, pretty much, you know, more or less the same area where Kakarot and his family are living. And well, this especially worked out for you know, Bardock being close to his crew and whatnot. Mind you, they were still more or less visitors to Capsule Corp, you know, everyone wanting to use the grav chamber from time to time. However, since then the Son family have more or less settled into a more quieter lifestyle. After all, they've gotten what they wanted, they avenged the Saiyan race, they defeated Frieza. It was time for things to begin to, yeah, a quieter lifestyle did sound good, and this is even coming from Kakarot, more or less. And well, Gine, who's settling back almost to the life she had back before Planet Vegeta exploded. And well, needless to say, Bardock's crew are enjoying planet Earth, and you know, they visit Gine and Bardock all the time. And well, you actually get, well, with the exception of, well, Fasha and Krillin, who have indeed started a family in this reality. I actually forgot about that. Yeah, they're more or less on Roshi's island at the moment. And well, you'd think Master Roshi would have a little bit more respect for his pupil's wife, but, well, we know how Roshi gets. So anyway, things have begun to more or less come over as peaceful, and well, since then, Raditz and Goku have also broken into the ranks of Super Saiyan, while you got Vegeta trying to figure it out for himself like he does in the original. And well, this is all thanks to, you know, Bardock, Gine, you know, having training sessions with their children from time to time, and thanks to a bit of coaching in Bardock, who really caught on to how the Super Saiyan transformation works. Yeah, he was able to pass on that knowledge to his children, them just remembering how helpless they felt when Gine lost her life to Frieza. Of course, she was restored by the Dragon Balls. And well, witnessing Bardock transformation, just how helpless they felt to really do anything, and that is more or less what triggered the Super Saiyan transformation in the two brothers in this reality. And well, now, the new threat was approaching. King Cold has found them. King Cold has found them, and well, unlike Frieza, he's more or less ready to get to the point. And well, things do not go well for King Cold at all. I mean, having to face one Super Saiyan would be bad enough, but there's 4 of them. Yes. After all, you know, they sense energy, they could sense his approach, and yep, King Cold's so-called attempt to retaliate, Frieza and Gine recognizing this power level as King Cold, having, you know, been there when King Cold would visit Planet Vegeta, and Bardock, who's had audiences with King Cold. Yes, they knew who this was, and they weren't taking any chances. With a sudden surprise attack, them getting really close to King Cold without him knowing it, because, you know, suppressing their energy and whatnot, then suddenly powering up over nowhere and surprising the brute, and ultimately taking him out. King Cold sharing the same fate as his son. And well, with that, they are then later visited by a boy from the future. This would of course be future Trunks. Yep, whose timeline is still more or less the same as it is in the original, and he gives them the warning that some androids are going to show up and more or less kill everybody. In his timeline, all the Saiyans are dead, including Kakarot, who's going to catch a heart virus. So he actually arrived at the spot where they were going to face King Cold originally, but they found that he wasn't even there this time, because, well, they took him out early on in this reality. And well, thanks to the heart medication, this would lead to them essentially not having to really deal with a sickly Goku on this hand, because, well, you got Chi-Chi as well as Kakarot's mother making sure he takes the heart medication. And well, after Trunks gives them their warning, he leaves, and you can imagine they were all shocked to find out that he's the son of Vegeta and Bulma, which, yes, still happens in this timeline. And well, with that, everyone is beginning to train for this threat, just like they do in the original, along with the rest of Bardock's crew, who are getting quite a bit stronger now. They could more or less break into the Super Saiyan transformation themselves if they just more or less had the motive. And well, Vegeta and also in this case Nappa have pretty much stuck to more or less training together, and they would more or less hog the grav chamber as much as they could. And you know, when that came clear that raising their power level was not tapping into the Super Saiyan power, they basically went off-world to try to figure it out in space. And well, they both figure it out at the same time, having to defend their ship from a bunch of asteroids like they do in the original story. And well, more or less, the 3 years come and go, and well, Goku and friends are all waiting for these so-called androids to strike, and just like in the original, 19 and 20 appear, and well, yeah. They, needless to say, they do not last that long. Not with all the numbers there and all these people that Dr. Gero did not account for. He had no idea who these Saiyans were. Fasho, Zhugesh, Tora, Vorgos. They had no idea who these people were. So really, Android 2019 had no idea what hit them, and thanks to Goku taking his meds, he's not affected by the heart virus whatsoever. You know, even taking them, even though the symptoms didn't even appear. And well, they were more or less able to get the head start on that. And well, thanks to 19 and 20 being taken out, there's no one to wake up Android 18 and 17. They're just resting away in their cribs. At least until future Trunks shows up and tells them that those androids were not the ones they were looking for, and that the other ones are still out there. And with Bulma revealing the fact that this guy was Dr. Gero, that this would mean there's no one really to wake them up. They are vulnerable. This is their chance to take out the androids. And well, that is exactly what they do. They show up and they just basically, Bardock and his crew do what they do best. Smash, destroy, exterminate. And yes, they were quite having the field day with that. So with that, 17 and 18 are destroyed in this reality, and so is Dr. Gero's base. Which leads to when Cell rears his ugly head, things going, really badly for him. Especially after Piccolo and Kami do their whole Namekian fusion to deal with this threat. And Cell's all, I'm here to absorb Android 17 and 18. They were destroyed in my timeline. And Piccolo's like, I hate to burst your bubble. Hate to spoil your plans there, but they're dead in this reality too. You can thank us for that. And well, Cell is livid, but he hasn't really given up yet. He does use his solar flare to get out of there. They may be dead in this reality, but the fact that no, that won't work either. Piccolo and Kami are fused. Cell was thinking maybe to get the Dragon Balls, but no, Piccolo and Kami emerge together. That's not going to work either. So really, things in the Cell saga play out a lot more easily, because, well, thanks to just the teamwork of Bardock and his crew and the rest of the Dragon team dealing with the androids relatively quickly, and Cell can't even absorb the androids in this reality because they've killed them all, including 16. So, well, it's just a matter of time before eventually the Dragon team do manage to hunt down Cell while he's attacking one of the cities, and well, they just destroy him. There's no real need to really use the room and spirit of spirit and time in this reality. And well, from there, I guess really the things would actually begin to settle into a world of peace again, at least until Barbody shows up. And well, unlike in the original reality, everyone is continuing to train. No one's going soft in this timeline, and Bardock would never allow Goku and Raditz to go soft, and he's certainly not going to allow his grandson to go soft. So, with a bit of talking and discussing with Chi-Chi, Gohan is still allowed to train, ever since becoming a Super Saiyan himself, and actually becoming stronger than what he is in the Cell games and not going soft. This whole thing with Bardock and his crew would ultimately mean that the Boo saga goes pretty smoothly as well. Even if Boo were to somehow hatch, he's not going to be a match for all these Saiyans. And Kakarot not dying in this reality is definitely a huge difference. And well, more or less, they hear of news of the upcoming World Martial Arts Tournament, and since then Gohan has donned on his great Saiyaman persona, and him and Videl are now a thing. And well, thanks to Gohan being able to be more independent and more, more a free young adult, unlike his original counterpart, he's more or less not as timid as he was in the original around Videl, and a lot more confident as well. And well, this definitely more or less made Videl's attraction to Gohan a bit more, well, even stronger. Not only was Gohan a great scholar, but he wasn't afraid to show his confidence in other aspects as well. And well, they fall in love just like they do in the original. And well, as for when the tournament came around, and well, Videl pretty much becoming used to how Saiyans are pretty early on, because she would visit Gohan all the time at Mount Palzu, especially, teaching him how to fly and everything. And well, since she has already seen what Gohan's capable of as Great Saiyaman, there was really no reason to hide. There was no cell games for Hercule to take credit on, so really there was no reason to hide what they were. And Videl is quite fascinated by the whole story and everything that they had been through, the whole Frieza and everything, how many times they've actually saved their lives. It's quite fascinating for Videl. And well, with that you get the whole beginning of the Majin Buu arc as the tournament went on. And well, you've got Barney, Goten and Trunks all battling, oh yeah, and Farsha and Krillin's kid too, who I don't think I actually came up with a name in the previous part. No, I ended it with their marriage, but that was it. Well, I would imagine that Krillin would actually name their daughter Marin, just like he did when in the original with Android 18 as his wife. So Marin. So we've got, let's see there. So let's see there. That's Marin, Goten, Trunks, and Barney. That's 4 half Saiyan children in the junior division. So there are quite a lot more exciting matches that the crowd are just loving. And well, since they don't have to hide who they are, since there were no cell games, they were actually allowed to battle a bit more freely, actually using their Super Saiyan transformations. And well, the junior division ultimately ended, of all people, Marin actually winning the tournament. And well, why is that? Well, Marin was able to hit into Super Saiyan early on, which is quite annoying to her mother, because her mother hasn't even done it yet. For some reason, Marin is just so naturally talented, and I think it might have something to do with the fact that, that they're half Saiyans. After all, you look at Gohan's potential when he was born, how powerful he became, and these children were born after their parents were even stronger. So it just more or less makes sense. And like I said, Farsha is up to the point where she could transform into Super Saiyan, she just hasn't got the motive yet. And well, yeah, I guess training sessions with Marin's training sessions with the other 3 half Saiyans, they're all able to do it anyway. They're all able to do it with the amount of time they spent together. And well, ultimately Marin wins the entire tournament. And well, why is that? Well, throughout the tournament, Barney actually managed to eliminate Trunks from the arena. Vegeta not liking that one bit. Why did I waste time training that brat? Vegeta still being Vegeta. And well, with Barney advancing, well, Marin ended up battling Goten in the semi-finals, and Goten actually got himself eliminated as well. Just yeah, he got a little bit careless at the end. And well, Marin knows how to push Goten's buttons. After all, Goten's got a lot to live with, especially looking like Kakarot and Bardock. Another one of them in the family. And well, with the match between Barney and Marin, it's a pretty intense and all-out fight. They have very similar fighting styles and have very similar tactics. After all, but Marin was more or less trained by her mother, Fasha, and well, you've got Barney, who's well, she's the third Saiyan child of Bardock and Gine, and you know, having training sessions with her father herself, as well as all those other training matches that they would all. Bottom line is, all four Saiyan half-childs knew each other pretty well. Really, who won this tournament could have gone any way, really. But ultimately, it is Marin who won the tournament. Vasha and Krillin are so proud. And well, when it came time for the adult division, we've got that pretty much starting off the same way it does, with well, thanks to Vidal's extra time with Gohan in this reality, she's actually quite a bit stronger than what she is in the original, and she actually manages to beat Spobovich this time. Even though he is serving Barbary, he wasn't a match for Vidal, who spent a lot more time with the Saiyans in this reality, and they're actually more than happy to train her and bring her a bit more up to speed, so to speak. She was strong enough to get the win over Spobovich, and well, when we got Gohan against Kibito, Spobovich and Yamu jumped him and, you know, stab him with that thing and take his energy like they do in the original, and they're going off to give the energy to Majin Buu. And well, this surprises everyone, and Supreme Kai revealing who he is, and pretty much everyone taking off to follow him. That includes Bardock and his crew, Gine, everyone is following along. Which has pretty much ruined the tournament, because most of the tournament spots were filled up with them. The announcer was not happy. No, my precious tournament! Oh, and that would have been a tournament for the ages. Anyway, needless to say, with everyone going to the tournament, and well, Goten and Trunks decided to do the whole Mighty Mask thing and fight in the adult division, and well, without 18 there, they actually, with all their adults and parents gone, they actually decide to give up the charade. There's no real challenge there. There's only Hercule and all the other, you know, average fighters from that reality, so they can't challenge themselves. So they just go, oh man, forget this. I'm not wearing this lame costume for another second. Where'd our parents go? So they're more or less trying to find them. With Barney and the rest of them, and well, with Supreme Kai, all the Saiyans, the entire Dragon team, well, the exception of Yamcha, who's in the crowd for the tournament. Well, this is where things begin to get quite interesting. And well, let's just say they don't actually go with the whole you know, going through stages and battling the fighters one by one in this reality. Bardock and his crew are really itching for some action, and everyone actually attacks Barbie, Deborah, Spobovich, Yamu, and Pui Pui. That's, yeah, I was trying to remember that last minion's name, right there on the spot. And, well, they don't really have a leg to stand on. Remember, no one got soft in this reality. So, really, Spobovich and Yamu are taken out pretty easily. Especially by Gohan, who really wanted to get back at them for that cheap shot earlier. And, well, yeah, Pui Pui was more or less humiliated by Vegeta. And, well, the only one who was forming somewhat a bit of a challenge for them was, well, Deborah. Barbity used his magic to transport them someplace else so they wouldn't more or less, you know, damage the ship. But it didn't matter. They had destroyed Barbity's device, and pretty soon, after Deborah is taken care of, they take out Barbity as well. And, yes, they pretty much just head straight down to the ship and completely destroy the egg that would have hosted Majin Buu. So Majin Buu is not awakened in this reality, and they've once again saved the universe. And I know, guys, you guys might be thinking, this is all happening just way too easily. There's just too many Saiyans there, all of them working as a team. This is just too easy. And well, now it's not. Now it's about to catch up on. The power gap between them and the enemies is about to close, because now we're heading into Dragon Ball Super territory, and Beerus waking up from his nap. Things have gone by, and well, Goku has begun his whole, well, Kakarot I should say, along with Raditz, have begun their little farming business, growing crop and things like that. And still, well, you can imagine they train with each other whenever they've done crop dusting and everything like that. And well, and you know, Kakarot's sneaking off to train whenever he can. Rad's doing the same. And well, as for Raditz, as he managed to find himself a girlfriend yet? Well, yes, he did meet up with a girl who we haven't seen since the tournament saga in Dragon Ball, and that was Ranfan. Yeah, one day Raditz decided to fly in, get a drink, and yeah, Ranfan was there, and well, they more or less hit it off. Even though Ranfan, I guess, does, you know, disgraceful tactics from time to time when she was fighting in the tournament, she was still a respectable martial artist, and definitely a strong woman, you know, especially, you know, beating up the other men who were trying to hit on her, and well, not so much as hit on her as much as, you know, full on, you know, trying to smack her ass, pardon my language, and things like that. Yeah, she loved throwing them into the jukebox. And well, Raditz was the only one who was respectable and respected what she did. She more or less offered to buy the lady a drink, and they gone to talking in a respectful manner, and well, they just hit it off from there and got married. So, and since then, yeah, they have a little boy themselves named Radfan. I thought that'd be a cool name, Radfan. And well, you're probably wondering, was he in the junior division back in the previous arc? No, he was only just born at the time. Right now, he's still only a toddler. He is flying around and begun training, but yeah, he's younger than Trunks, Goten, Marin, and Barney. And well, Beerus has woken up and he is beginning his search for the Super Saiyan God like he does in that reality. And well, this is where King Kai more or less makes himself noticed, because yeah, he hasn't been around in any of the stories so far, and he's tried to warn the Saiyans that Beerus is heading straight for them. Since Kakarot's not training on King Kai's homeworld, there's no reason for him to really stop there. So Beerus is heading straight for planet Earth. Vegeta and Nappa remembering the name Beerus. Even Bardock has even heard the name before. And well, this is where things for Bulma's party are more or less becoming shocked, because almost all the Saiyans there know who Beerus is. The only ones who do not is, well, Kakarot. Kakarot and anyone younger than he is. Beerus? Lord Beerus, what is that? Is that some kind of food? Gine just gone, no, Kakarot, Beerus is the destroyer god. And well, with that, everyone is trying to calm up. Everyone, with Nappa's help, trying to dress everyone else up as like bus boys and things like that. And they are trying to be respectable for when Beerus and Whis show up. Bulma does not like this one bit. She doesn't understand this. But given time, she will. He is the destroyer god. If we set him off, he could destroy our world like that. Maybe even the universe if he was so inclined. So, best to be on their best behavior. And well, the food is keeping Beerus in a more respectable mood. And well, with since there's no Majin Buu in this reality, there's no one hogging the pudding cups. And well, this does more or less satisfy Mr. Lord Beerus, and well, unfortunately, things do end up going south with you know, the kids playing around, and yeah, Beerus ends up, he's wanting to try this delicious pie that's sitting there. It's just looking him in the eyes, and well, while the kids were more or less playing, they more or less fall into that pie, fall into that table, launching the pie into the air, and comedically it hits Lord Beerus in the face. And well, this makes Lord Beerus very mad. And well, after all, this was the pie he was looking to eat all to himself, and he is not happy, not one little bit. And much less that none of the Saiyans knew what this Super Saiyan God was, it was not a good idea. Yes, Beerus was not happy one little bit, and well, it led to an all-out fight between him and the whole group of Saiyans, and no one is able to land a hit on him. Some of the team tactics were more or less seeming to work, but it was just not doing any damage to him. It's actually kind of amusing that you Saiyans can actually work together. And with a simple wave of his energy, he's incapacitated a lot of them. And well, with that, he's like, well, I couldn't get what I want here. No Super Saiyan God, no delicious cream puff pie. That is it. And well, Beerus is powering up to destroy the planet. And well, this is where Goku pipes up. He had just come up with some idea to perhaps they can give him this Super Saiyan God. And well, they go, wait. If you hold off just destroying our planet for a second, we may have a way to give you what you want. Bulma, hand over the Dragon Balls. After all, they did have the Dragon Balls there as the grand prize for the bingo tournament. And well, with that, Goku summons Shenron, and well, he asks them to tell them how to to summon up a Super Saiyan God? Does one even exist? How do we make one? And well, the dragon immediately cowers when he tells them that this was for Lord Beerus. Lord Beerus, it's a pleasure to meet you. Likewise, I've heard so much about you. So tell me, what can you tell us about the Super Saiyan God? And well, he gives them the ritual on how to create one. And well, there's more than enough Saiyans to do the ritual. And well, with that, it is actually determined that Bardock be the one to hold it. He is the most battle experienced Saiyan there, and you know, he has been a big help saving the planet in the past. He's more or less the real big hero in this reality. So with that, Bardock is the Super Saiyan God, and he and Beerus are going all out. Battling all out, and the battle is more or less goes very similar to how it does with Goku and Beerus from the original reality. Except, Bardock is a bit more craftier and sneaky. After all, it's well established that Bardock is a pretty amazing fighter throughout his time in the Frieza Force. He's more a militant, battle-ready Saiyan, and well, you combine that with all the stuff he's learnt from hanging out with the Earthlings and all that key control. He is definitely a lot more formidable than what he used to be. Even more formidable than Goku. Beerus actually has to use up more of his power here because he's just not taking Bardock by surprise as much as he was more or less taking Goku by surprise, or taking advantage on the fact that Goku had not fully mastered the God power. Bardock had quite a lot more control over himself. And well, but in the end, it does end with Beerus winning the battle, and him just pretending to go to sleep, and leaving planet Earth alone. After all, he wants to fight Bardock again, and Whis is definitely intrigued with how powerful these Saiyans are and what their potential is. Perhaps there is a future destroyer god among them. And well, I think with that wrapped up, that is where we're going to leave things. So what did you guys think? Did you enjoy this story? I know for the most part of it, it was basically too easy because there was just Bardock and his whole crew who worked perfectly as a team, and they were able to deal with the android cell and even stop the Majin Buu thing before any real damage happened. But now that we've caught up to Dragon Ball Super, I think things are going to get a lot more hairy from this point on. And I still have really good, amazing plans coming towards when we eventually do get to the new conclusion of this story. But that's still a little bit of time away yet. Anyway, thank you guys for checking this video out. And don't forget to like and subscribe and leave your thoughts in the comments as always. Catch you later. Oops, sorry, there is something I actually forgot to mention. Yes, they actually do get Shenron back. They do take a trip to Namek and humbly ask the Namekians if there was a Namek who'd be willing to be their new guardian so they could have their Dragon Balls back. And well, after everything that the Saiyans had and the Dragon Team had done for the universe, Guru, who is still alive in this reality, decided to allow that. After all, Guru could read minds. Don't forget. So, yeah. I just thought I'd quickly clear that up, because I did. I was supposed to say that during the story, but I guess I got swept away with the whole story. Alright, see you guys.